foi tabua ya o sisambe bu rekan roka adoro mo tabua anto tele taka na waronga na pula FM namba 2 ena ser
bula naga go ilimo do tele taka na FM na bo sa seta to na pula FM
bula o tsempo ni valu ngone ni kandabu me mo kisa o bacik na sinu ando tele taka bali na waronga na pula FM na bantu ena ser
o lorima na ga di suka lambasa to do tele taka na Bula FM number 2 na seri.
Bula FM number 2 na seri.
Good evening, this is FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. In this bulletin, police working on new leads into finding perpetrators of alleged plot to destabilize government and assassinate MPs. Sadelpa leader Rotemu Mukepa breaks silence over Ngona Vinaka report. And European Union commends Fiji's efforts into addressing human rights issues. Police are following new leads into the investigation of plans to destabilize government and assassinate members of parliament. Akasita Tale reports that while no arrests have been made, police are still hot on their heels to find the perpetrators.
While the Fiji police force cannot reveal details of the progress of investigation into the plans to destabilize the government, it however has revealed that one political party is behind the alleged plot. Acting Commissioner Brigadier General Sitiven Ngiliho says there are certain leads that the investigation team is pursuing.
That doesn't mean that those people are guilty. It could either clear them or it could result in charges against them. That involves money trails, that involves the alleged involvement of a political party, the alleged involvement of other people in the act.
Brigadier General Ngiliho says they will not rush with the investigation as it will require time.
It is a holistic investigation that the team is going through systematically. We can't rush the investigations because of the sensitivity of the issue involved, and we are going through that meticulously so that we can get to the bottom of everything that is involved.
Brigadier General Ngiliho also confirms that an ID parade was conducted for internet shop owner Rajnil Singh to identify his alleged attackers. Singh managed to identify one person, but Ngiliho says the officer has an alibi.
He happened to be with other senior officers from headquarters Fiji Police Force at the time of the incident. But investigations are continuing, and if we need to conduct ID parades again, we will do that. We haven't closed the file on that, and we will continue to look at the possibility that police was involved.
FBC News received copies of an email correspondence revealing some local and overseas anti-government elements allegedly corresponding frequently about their plans to assassinate members of government and an opposition member. It's believed the emails were found in the internet shop owned by Singh, who reported it to police, only to have them turn on him and beat him up. Akosita Tale, FBC News.
Police are investigating the discovery of a woman's body inside a guest house in Suva this morning. A report was lodged by the security officers who say the victim was last seen checking into the guest house with another man. The woman, who is a Fijian of Indian descent, is yet to be identified. Police investigators are still gathering statements. Well, Sadelpa leader Rotemu Mukepa says the ongoing disorder and dysfunction within the party executive must stop now. Kepa made the comment in light of the Sadelpa Management Board's decision to pardon MP Mosese Bulitavu after the disciplinary committee recommended his expulsion from the party last week. Eleanor Trangavu with the details.
Sadelpa leader Rotemu Mukepa has broken her silence on the ongoing crisis within the party, which stems from a damning Ngaunovo report led by party members Mosese Bulitavu and Aseri Randronro. In a statement issued yesterday afternoon, Rotemu stated Mbulitabo and Randronro made damaging and false accusations against her, Ratuiso Tikodha, Salote Randronro, Laufitu Malani and Mick Beddoes. In a Sodelpa Management Board meeting on December 5th, the disciplinary committee dismissed the claims, saying they were false and unsubstantiated. Rotemumu revealed that after the committee made their decision, party members were asked to leave the room so that the management board could meet. She says that it was in this meeting that they pardoned Mbuletabo after northern delegates threatened to leave the party if he was expelled as recommended. Rotemumu says this decision by the board is regrettable because they allowed themselves to be blackmailed, adding that in ignoring the recommendation on Mbuletabo, the board has brought Sodelpa into greater disrepute. She says they cannot and must not allow disloyal members and disruptive elements to hold the entire party to ransom. FBC News made numerous attempts today to get comments from the party as well as the management board, but we were told that the only person that could speak to us is party president Ratunenga Malalambalabo, who is away in Taviuni and could not be reached for a comment. Attempts to get comments from Mbuletabo were also futile. Eleanor Turangaibu, FBC News.
The European Union has commended Fiji's efforts in trying to strengthen its human rights record. Head of the EU delegation for the Pacific, Ambassador Andrew Jacobs, says a new program, Access to Justice, is expected to capitalize on the progress already made. Maggie Boyle with the report.
Only in a democracy can individuals realize their human rights.
Ambassador Andrew Jacobs, head of the European Union's Pacific delegation, says 2015 has been a milestone year for Fiji's efforts in human rights.
Commitments following the 2014 Universal Periodic Review bear fruit. The death penalty was finally totally abolished. Media freedoms were enhanced. The Parliament voted unanimously to ratify the United Nations Convention Against Torture, and policies were adopted and enforced to protect vulnerable populations such as women and disabled people.
Making the comments on Human Rights Day, Ambassador Jacobs also commended the revival of the Human Rights and Anti-Discrimination Commission.
These steps taken by the Commission are the first on the way to building a strong and independent Commission in line with the Paris Principles as an efficient mechanism at the service of justice and of the people of Fiji.
The Commission this year recorded more than 200 cases of alleged human rights violations, 4 of which have been referred to police for further investigations. Most of the complaints are against state services. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Well, negotiators are again burning the midnight oil in Paris, France, to iron out their differences in an effort to secure a new climate change deal. A global climate deal was expected to be announced this morning from the second draft text of the COP21 agreement. However, the announcement has been delayed to 9 p.m. Fiji time. French president of the meeting this morning announced that he is confident of presenting the final draft on time, adding the conditions have never been better for a strong, ambitious agreement. The final document will be assessed by participants before a final plenary meeting of all the parties will approve the deal. A week-long public consultations on the multi-million-dollar Nandi River widening project is currently underway in Nandi. This precedes a feasibility study and the project actually getting off the ground. Madhu Boletamana has more on the story.
The Nandi River widening project is designed to ease flooding in the jet-set town during heavy rain and tropical cyclones. Nandi Town Chief Executive Robin Ali says the public consultation is the first step in setting the wheels in motion for this critical project.
The river itself is going to be widened. The 2 bridges, one at Magenia and one in the main town, is going to be improved, probably increased in the size. And then there are retaining basins created about 4 along the way, right from upstream to coming down.
The multi-million-dollar project has been researched by the Japanese government. With the support from the government and the private sector, Ali says they hope to acquire enough funding from outside to see the project through.
And our ministry will be fully behind it because it affects a lot of people in Nandi. And private sector, I cannot say on their behalf at the moment, but it will be a good idea if they also come into this feasibility study. Even the first thing is that I invite the private sector to come into tonight's presentation.
The project is expected to be completed in the next 6 years, putting an end to flooding in Nandi town. Madhyam Balitamana, FBC News.
Stay tuned after the break. Female pilot follows father's footsteps to make dream a reality.
Hi, my name is Edred and I'm from Nandi and I love Mirchi FM.
Hi, my name is Sonny from Canberra. I love listening Mirchi FM online.
मैं हूँ उर्मिला देवी आसियासी तावा से जितेन शांडिल को और अश्निल को तावा में लॉक कर दिया जाए.
हम लोग यहाँ से कतो में Mirchi FM सुनता है. Mirchi FM is hot.
I'm Shelly in Tanga Nursery. Mirchi music simply bindas in nursery.
मैं अशफाक वालिद हुसैन Mirchi FM मेरे नस नस में.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Welcome back. Here with FBC News. Coordination and working together is vital in delivering better quality roads for all Fijians. Fiji Roads Authority Project Manager Zaina Khan made the statement while speaking at the Attorney General's Conference at the Intercontinental Resort in Natandola. Ali Kimbia has more.
To deliver the best road condition for all Fijians, the Fiji Roads Authority says proper planning will enable them to complete the current 3-year road upgrading program.
The current timeline, we've just finished year 3. If we'd have done it differently, we would just be finishing land acquisition. That's it. You wouldn't have seen anything done.
The highlight for FRA this year is the completion of the number 1 Lutun-Raketi Highway. Zaina Khan says they will now accelerate other road upgrade around the country.
On the accelerated program, with the parallel working, we've delivered 2 kilometres of 4-lane in Nandi and half a kilometre of 4-lane in Suva. Coming up in 2016, we will have delivered another 3 kilometres of 2-lane in Nandi, 3.7 kilometres of 2-lane in Suva. That's the Wayne Bukasi Road.
The government has allocated a record $635.7 million in 2016 to the Fiji Roads Authority for the repair and upgrading of all roads. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Captain Selai Saumi has created history by becoming the first ever Fijian female to assume command on a Fiji Airways jet fleet. Shireen Lata caught up with Saumi at her home in Namadi Heights today.
32-year-old Selai Saumi always dreamt of becoming a pilot just like her late father, Captain Adanieli Saumi. But becoming a captain comes as a bonus for her.
I feel very satisfied. I started on this journey in 2001, so it's 14 years ago. And it's been a lot of work, and there have been a lot of people along the way who've helped me.
Captain Saumi was previously our first officer on the Boeing 737 and second officer on the Boeing 767. She says the journey so far has been exciting but challenging at the same time.
Even things just with your body getting up early in the morning, you know, or staying up all night, doing an all-night flight. And of course, there were, you know, tests and exams, and there still are.
Always emphasized with her. It's not just becoming a captain, but a safe captain and a very responsible captain also.
Saumi's appointment paves the way for more females to join the male-dominated aviation industry. Shireen Lata, FBC News.
The National Fire Authority will be expanding its service to the nation. Being a firefighting agency, the NFA is looking to provide multidisciplinary service to the people of Fiji. Ali Kimbia once again with this report.
The National Fire Authority will be taking on more roles come the new year. Acting Minister for Infrastructure and Transport Rosie Akbar says this is done to improve their service delivery.
At the forefront of the reforms and changes taking place in NFA, which is reflected in the National Fire Authority's Strategic Planning Framework 2013 to 2017, is the recognition of the fundamental change in the services provided by the National Fire Authority. From merely a firefighting agency into a multidisciplinary emergency service provider to the people of Fiji. The Fijian government values the services provided by the National Fire Authority.
35 new firefighters are now being absorbed into NFA following their pass-out parade at the Tongalevu Naval Base this week. NFA Board Chairman Francis Keane says the new recruits will be posted to various fire stations around the country, especially the new ones.
Today, the graduation of 35 firefighters. Hopefully, we'll go out and occupy and take up post in some of the new fire stations that are currently in completion, particularly Corvo and Korolevu.
Kitione Savai walked away with the Best All-Rounder Award. Naitasiri-led Nemani Savai scooped the Best Recruit and Drill Award, while Chochi Lendua received the Best Aggregate Award. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
With 1,780 students graduating from the Fiji National University yesterday, 162 students graduated with the newly introduced Bachelor of Nursing degree. 22-year-old Ratu Chiochi Rodevalevu is one of the 162 students who graduated with the newly introduced nursing degree at the FNU. For the Deumba lad, its hard work paid off and he is ready to serve the people of Fiji.
Well, for me today it was felt kind of nervous and happy as well. It's more of confusion because you know, as we are graduating from after 3 years of our education and the struggle, and now we have paid off with our achievement we've made.
The Fiji National University will not use any USP programs from next year. MATC, located in the heart of Suva City today, celebrates its 8th birthday. Known as the meeting point, MATC provides 12 hours of shopping opportunity to customers in all kinds of services, from food to clothes to medicine and household items. People gathered in numbers to be part of the celebration, with cake cutting and entertainment for the crowd.
Tenants here who have come on board to participate in the competition, giving away prizes for all shoppers who are going to shop today and tomorrow.
It's really good. We always come here for shopping, for dinner, everything. It's good, really good.
Very good. It's good for buy the things here. Everything is good.
It's the best services ever because all the varieties of shop are in this whole shop. I find what I look for in here. I don't have to walk a long way. It's all around just the corner.
Coming up in sports, 2 changes made to Fiji 7 side for Cape Town. And Fiji futsal side off to New Zealand for build-up tour. All that and more after the break.
Bula, I'm Duri from Nasinu Market. My choice is simple, Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Yvonne. I'm from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Sayandra, my name is Sunny. Only the Gold FM at Golden Point Resort, Rakiraki.
Hi, I'm Anna of Nasinu. When it comes to a radio, my choice is always Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Anna and I'm from Nandi. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Welcome to FBC Sports. 2015 Dubai Sevens Player of the Tournament, Jerry Tuwai, has been omitted from the Vodafone Fiji 7 side for the Cape Town Sevens in South Africa, which starts later this evening. The Nippy halfback fell ill after the final last weekend and has not fully recovered. Also left out of the squad is Kitione Talinga. The pair have been replaced by Nandronga reps Nemani Nagusa and unkept player Alifereti Vetokani. Fiji will need to prepare to face the wrath of teams looking to bounce back after the Cape Town Sevens, says former New Zealand Sevens rep Josh Blackie. Blackie believes the Kiwis are among those that will be hurting from the opening leg of the World 7 Series last weekend. Chalendo Dakadaka reports.
Fiji's dominant display in Dubai last weekend will have most teams scrambling to come up with strategies to counter Ben Ryan's men. 12-time World Series champions New Zealand bombed out of the semi-finals last weekend and lost key players such as Gilles Kaka, Scott Curry and Shoen Stowers to injury along the way.
I think we've all seen before, you know, they when their back's against the wall, they tend to come out and play really well. It's fantastic to see the Fiji side at the moment, and they're really setting the benchmark pretty high with the standard of play on the series, and you know, we hope that continues right up until next year.
Despite all the hype surrounding the Fiji side's dominant display in the World Series opener, national coach Ben Ryan is determined to keep the players on level ground and focused on the task this weekend.
This week, with stomach viruses floating around a lot of the teams, some injuries from Dubai, and also some opportunity for those guys to put their hands up again, in leaving that selection of teams at the very last minute is going to help us immeasurably for the second leg, with such a big competition ahead of us and some very strong teams this season looking like they're going to try to do everything they can to knock us down a peg or two.
The national side has stamped its mark as the team to beat in Cape Town, but just like the direction in which the oval ball bounces, nothing is guaranteed. Talento Takavaka, FBC Sports.
World Rugby's development program in the Oceania region is gaining momentum. It is called the Mass Participation Program, which serves to introduce young boys and girls to the game of rugby in the island nations.
That is going gangbusters across the Pacific, and we're putting more money into that through the Australian government and through the development investment program that World Rugby runs extensively in the Pacific, especially in Fiji, Samoa, Tonga and some of the other islands.
Cook was in the country this week to witness the launch of the Fiji Rugby Union's Elite Player Pathway program for young players. Players in the Vodafone Fiji futsal side will be out to learn as much as they can during their 6-match tour to New Zealand next week. At least that's the case for the youngest player in the squad, 19-year-old Praveet Singh, who will also be going on his first trip overseas. Chalendal Nakadaka has more.
Fiji National University student Praveet Singh is among the 14 players who will be playing in the Trans-Pacific tournament in New Zealand next week. It's his first trip overseas and one he hopes to achieve his level best against tough opposition.
I feel happy because it's a great chance to play international level soccer, playing with the reps. It's good, senior players, learning a lot. It's very great chance for me to travel to overseas and play for Fiji team.
The players were given a warm send-off by the Fiji Football Association today and were reminded to focus on the bigger picture, which is the Oceania Championship next year.
This is all leading to the build-up for the Oceania playoff in February in Fiji. We are lucky the OFC futsal tournament will be played here at Vodafone Arena, so that is an added advantage for our team. We realize that we have to invest in the team to prepare for major events.
The side will be playing 3 matches against the New Zealand Futsal Whites team, as well as 2 local teams and the champion side from New Caledonia, FC Ferrand.
This build-up tour is a great international exposure to you all, to grasp new skills and also to up your game. You all have the greatest opportunity in representing your country in the Futsal World Cup qualifiers in February, in front of your home crowd here in Fiji.
The team departs for Auckland tomorrow and will play the first of its 6 matches on Tuesday. Talento Takavaka, FBC Sports.
Fiji heavyweight boxing champion Peter Rongida is not ready to let go of the national title just yet. The 27-year-old will step into the ring later tonight in Nandi to defend the heavyweight belt he has held for the past 4 years. Gida remains confident of a successful outing against formidable contender Napoleon Tome Piao.
I can say I'm asking for the fans to support me in this boxing. They'll come and watch the game ever since 14 in 2011.
The Wild West boxing program is now underway at Prince Charles Park in Nandi. Showers were experienced over most parts of the country today. A trough of low pressure remains slow moving to the west of Fiji. Associated cloud and showers is expected to affect the group till Sunday. Nandi recorded the lowest temperature today, hitting 27 degrees on the chart. Savu and Lambasa recorded the highest at 30 degrees. Now tomorrow, occasional showers over most places are expected. Isolated heavy falls are possible. Moderate easterly winds. And the outlook for Monday is some showers over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. Our headlines again. Police working on new leads into finding perpetrators of alleged plot to destabilize government and assassinate MPs. Sodelpa leader Rote Mumukepa breaks the silence over Rona Vinaka report. And European Union commends Fiji's efforts into addressing human rights issues. Time for this week's poll question. We ask, should Pio Tuwai be guaranteed a spot in the Fiji Sevens team to the Rio Olympics? You can visit our FBC website to take part. You can also send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizens@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News, or if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News, or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini.
Hi, my name is Liviana Valentine. I'm from Nandi, and Today FM rocks.
My name is Ateva. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Krish. I'm from Tava. I like listening to Big Breakfast. Today FM rocks.
I'm Juliana. I'm from Maltaka, and I like listening to Today FM.
Hi, my name is Shelly. I live in Arere. Today FM rocks my drug and lollipop.
Bola, my name is So. I'm from Navua. I like listening to Today's FM.
Bola, my name is Asilika from Raki Raki, and Today FM rocks with my flip-flops.
Today's hit music on Today FM.